Brooke. Thank you to HarperCollins Children's Books, a division of HarperCollins Publishers, for permission to read today's story. Rock. Pine the porcupine and Boof the bear were out collecting rocks when, oof! What is it, Pine? Pine looked at the shape, Pine looked at the color, Pine looked at the markings. Pine knew exactly what it was. An egg from outer space! It must have fallen from 1,000,000 light years away, said Pine. What do we do with it? Asked Boof. We have to take it back to its space nest before it hatches. But how do we get to space? Boof wondered. Easy, said Pine. It's not rocket science. I happen to be an expert at space travel. But first they needed to build a rocket. Our spaceship's cabin, rocket boosters, control panels, and space-grade foil. Now we can shield our ship from dangerous solar radiation. And we can pack sandwiches. I'll assemble the parts. Boof, you think of our spaceship's name. Pine wired the control panels. Boof tried thinking of a name. Pine secured the rocket boosters. Boof thought as hard as he could. Pine affixed the wings. Boof took a different approach. It's incredible, Pine. So is the name. Very catchy. Look, they named it. Pine and Boof are going to space in this rocket. Next, Pine quickly prepared Boof for the extremes of space travel. Centrifuge, check. G-force launch speed, check. Space food consumption, check. Excellent technique. Let's take this egg home. Quick, Boof, into the rocket. It's time for launch. Yay, lunch, said Boof. No, launch. We'll eat when we get there. Mission control, Pine to Boof. System check. Rocket boosters engaged, said Boof. Fuel levels? Fuel full. Sandwiches wrapped. Pine set their course. Next stop, space. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Their rocket launched down the hill. Pine and Boof crashed to a stop, and suddenly the whole cave lit up with flickering, flapping lights. Pine, look! Stars! We made it to space! But their mission was far from over. The two explorers set off in search of the egg's nest. Look, Pine, footprints. What do you think made them? Pine studied the tracks. Pine counted the toes. Pine measured the length. Pine knew exactly what made them. A space monster! It's going to get the egg! Pine, the space egg! It's hatching! But it wasn't a space monster. It was a space mommy. We did it, Pine. We're heroes. There was only one thing left to do. Fuel up for the long journey home. The next day, everyone wanted to hear about our heroic mission to space. Pine showed them how to steer a rocket. I showed them how to eat space food. Who knows where we'll go tomorrow? Adventure on, Boof. The end.